It's something that athletes dream about from their first moment stepping onto the field or court. Going pro. There's nothing quite like playing on the highest stage of one's respective sport. However, the next best thing would be to learn from a former pro themselves. Luckily for the Ohio women's soccer team, they have three. Head coach Aaron Rodgers and assistant coaches Allison Whitworth and Elizabeth Woerle all have professional playing experience.
If I didn't have the opportunity to play in the USL afterwards, my really competitive career would have been over. So to be able to play a couple more years was a lot of fun, and it helped kind of put some closure to my playing at a high level.
But carrying that knowledge from the field to the coaching sideline is quite the task.
As a player, sometimes some of the things you do are very instinctive, and trying to teach instinctiveness is nearly impossible. But you have to pay attention a lot more of how you did stuff and be able to communicate that.
Both Rodgers and Whitworth plied their trade in the U.S. A short playing stint for Rodgers took place in the USL in the 90s, while Whitworth was and still remains the first soccer player from Auburn drafted into a professional soccer league. Rounding out the group, Woerle adds a bit of international touch, having recently played overseas in Germany for a couple of years.
It wasn't what I expected at all, and just the game is a completely different game. It's very technical and tactical, and yeah, training is just different, and here we focus so much on athleticism in the game of soccer, and definitely in Germany it's not as much. They just don't run as much, and lifting weights and stuff, you just don't get that kind of thing over there.
While it may seem an odd pairing with two former pro goalies in Rodgers and Whitworth and a former striker in Woerle creating this all-professional staff, it's the perfect combination for these cats.
I wanted to bring the best candidates in, and I wanted to bring the best people in to work with us. And obviously having the background of playing at a highest level, and especially being a female and playing at a highest level, is somebody that the girls can look to and say, they have achieved playing at a high level, and they know what it takes to be successful.